Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, and I provide online divorce mediation and valuation services in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we will discuss preserving a family business when the owners divorce with Bob Boyd. He's a divorce lawyer in Atlanta. He's also the co-founder of Boyd, Collar, Nolen, Tuggle, and Roddenbery, and is a leader in family law who has received recognition from his colleagues across Georgia and the nation for his work in high net worth divorce litigation and contested custody cases. When a couple owns a business together and they consider divorce, sometimes they're working together, sometimes they're not, right? But what are some of the key factors that they need to consider in this process, either before they get divorced or as they go through?
You know, Melissa, I guess the place for us to start is to think about essentially three things have to happen if they're going to get divorced. One spouse is going to buy out the other. They're going to sell the business, number two, or they remain co-owners. Those are really the three results. And I think that the order in which I gave those is probably the pecking order of preferences that I see most often. So, you know, if a couple that's co-joined in a business they realize that thinking about getting divorced, the smartest thing for them to do is to figure out, what are we going to do with the business? Sometimes that's easy, sometimes that's tough. And I think realistically, somebody has to recognize if we're getting divorced, it might not be that easy to figure out what we're going to do.
Right. And I think that sometimes the courts, divorce is state specific. I'm over in Missouri, do a lot of work in Missouri and Illinois. You're in Georgia. And so somebody getting divorced in a different state may have different, the judge could determine certain things. There are some courts in Missouri that may not want to see a couple continue to own a business after divorce. Do you see courts have a particular preference in this?
I was thinking about this as we were getting ready for today. I cannot recall any time that I've seen a court keep two folks in business together. Mm-hmm. I've seen people settle cases and stay in business together, which I've always thought was problematic. But I think the most common thing that I see happen in a courtroom is, assuming that one spouse wants to stay in the business, then they figure out a formula. How do you buy out the other spouse for a proper price?